Good morning. Today we will be painting. We're gonna see drastic change today and it's gonna give me so much energy. I feel like having a space not done, I don't know, it just, I'm excited. I feel like once we get the paint on this bedroom, it's gonna look so good. For those of you guys that don't know, we're gonna be painting the bedrooms. It's called Ultra Pure White by Bear, and we're just doing this around the house just so we can get a fresh clean slate, and then when we start actually decorating, then we can figure out different colors, because I definitely don't want a white house. But just for the meantime, to get these walls all on the same page, clean, fresh feeling, we're gonna do this. This is like the whitest color you could do. We're used to living in apartment living anyway, and they always had like a super white coat, and it's great for filming and all of that, so it'll definitely brighten up the space. Before we get started though, I do want to say a huge shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I am a huge advocate for mental health. I love chatting, talking. I think it's so important to just get it out, because sometimes we hold all this like inner dialogue in, and it can wreak havoc on the way you think about yourself, the way you think about your life, which directly in turn relates to the way you interact and see the world. So it's so important for me to talk things out. I'm a big talker, you guys know, which is why today when we paint, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A also, so we can just kind of have like a little chill chat day. BetterHelp is a really good option for people who think therapy is very expensive, and I mean everyone, because therapy is ridiculously overpriced. A lot of the times it's not included in a lot of people's health benefits that they have for work and stuff. It's just so sad, because therapy should be something that you go and annually get checked up on. I think even monthly. Technically you're supposed to be doing it once every 2 weeks, because you know, life happens, and you always need that external source who's not a part of your life that can give you a different perspective on the way that you're thinking about your situations with no direct connection to your life in general. Therapy is just really important, and I think it should be accessible to everyone, and BetterHelp makes that available because they do a monthly subscription instead of a per session basis, which typically in traditional therapy you have to do it per session, and it like literally racks up. It's so expensive. Being able to have access to your therapy whenever you want, on your schedule, on your own, and they match you to your right therapist, all saves time, money, and it's so convenient. It just is like, it takes away the excuses around therapy, and it really helps people get back on the right track and just have a different person to talk to. I personally have been a BetterHelp client for a while, and it's definitely helped me. I used them a lot when I was in the NICU and dealing with a lot of things that I feel like even people in my life couldn't relate to, and I had someone match with me that directly dealt with those sort of things, which is like trauma, pregnancy issues, and all of that. So it definitely helped me. They are giving you guys a discount code too if you click on the link in my description box and go to betterhelp.com/ReneeAmberg. It'll be, I think it's 10% off of your first month. So huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I am going to go ahead and just start pouring the paint, and let's get going. I asked you guys on my Instagram some questions, so we're gonna have a very chill, chatty day today, just hanging out.
There's nothing wrong with that. Trippy, yeah, we all lose track. I wouldn't mind it if I find it. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't have to be an acrobat. I wouldn't mind it.
All right, it is coming along. I'm definitely gonna need to do 2 coats, and I'm gonna probably need a lot more paint. We're gonna paint together. I want to find a juicy one. I like to do those first if I'm problematic. Advice for someone buying a home. Honestly, it's tough because this generation kind of got screwed, like the market and how it is right now. Like, if you didn't buy something in 2008, like you're pretty much screwed. I always thought I would buy a home alone. Like, this is pre-Bryson and Xander, and it's tough, man. Like, when I went to Florida, I was gonna buy a condo, and just the market within 1 year changed drastically, which is why we went to North Carolina, because we wanted more for our money. Like, for what we paid for this house, we would have probably got a really fixer-upper townhouse or something with like no pool, no land. It's tough. So I don't know. I think your community helps a lot. So like, I could have never done this without Z. Our families, like, you just need people. I would say it makes it a lot easier and helpful, especially people who have bought homes before, because there's a lot that goes into buying a home. So my advice is to just save until it's the right time. Don't rush it. I don't know, it's tough. Are we planning on getting a dog? First of all, the house came with a dog. You guys know Earl, aka Tebow. He's like a protector. Let me just tell you a few things about Tebow. He is like the neighborhood dog. He is very protective. He's old and he has cancer now, which is so sad. But they had rescued him when he was a pup. He's been known to walk with people who are walking. Like when our nanny goes outside and takes a walk with Bryson, he'll walk next to them. There's a girl that like runs around here and he'll run with her. And he's been known to, if a dog, like another dog, comes up or attacks or something, to go after that dog and protect you. He keeps the coyotes away, which Sanders saw a coyote in broad daylight just walking around. Kind of scary. But he's just like a little protector, and when we're around, he's deaf. He can't hear us, but when he sees us, he's always coming over. He hangs out with you. It is the cutest thing ever. So back to your other question, yes. So our breeder, if you guys know, we had a puppy. We had a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and she, fluke of the universe, got cancer and died like a puppy. We had to put her down, and she had just turned 1. It has nothing to do with genetics. We asked a few vets. So there's nothing wrong with anything like that. Like it literally was just a fluke of the universe and an unfortunate situation. But I'm pretty sure our breeder is breeding the same mom and dad as Nova again. And she's had no other issues with any other dogs too from that litter. We were told that to reach out around Valentine's Day. And we do want another Rhodesian, especially with all this land. Like, that was one of the first things I thought about was Nova and thinking how much she would love this land. I think having a puppy or like a dog in general is definitely something we want for our family. Paint on my butt. Wonderful. Okay, a lot of people are asking about how much money you need to save or like our down payment on the house, breaking an apartment lease. And honestly, here's the thing. This isn't the best time to buy a house. Like we just talked about that. But my thing is, if I'm ready and I can do it, I'm not gonna wait for the right time. Like I wanna do it now. So I have a baby, I have a kid. Like I wanna provide a certain lifestyle for him, a home for him. Living in the city was not something that made sense for our lifestyle. We had a sizable amount saved up and now we really don't. Not that we don't have savings, we have a savings, it's just not nearly as big. But something that my mom told me early on was you're not throwing the money away, like you're just investing it and putting it somewhere else. Sorry, this lighting is so weird. We're just putting it in somewhere else. So the money's still here, it's just in a new investment. So I have to think about it like that. Before I was renting with these like super expensive apartments, I was giving it to the developers and my money was just flying away from me, and I need to be smarter with my money now that I have a kid. And so investing in a property was something that I thought would be really fun. It's smart for Bryson's lifestyle. He can be outdoors. It's like a bigger space for him to play with. But yes, we did break our apartment lease, which horrible timing, but we found our dream home. What I did in New York City when I broke my lease was they have a rule where like you can hand in your keys, you don't have access to the apartment, but if they rent it out, you stop paying that month. But if they don't rent it out, you're basically paying every month. I knew that I had a lot of following, so I told people like my address when I moved out of New York City, and thankfully I think I only paid 1 month like where I wasn't living in it on top of the rent that I was paying in Florida. I didn't want to have that option because we had a sizable amount of down payment that we were putting into this home, and so we ended up paying just 2 months rent. And we knew a lot of people in Tampa, like we know the managers, we know the person who like takes care of the property, and with all of our relationships and everything like that, we still had to pay. Now we did get a free concession. We had a month free when we moved in. Send it to a lawyer or somebody that can like read the fine details and see things that you're not going to see. They were trying to get 3 months rent because we had a month free, but there was like a clause in there, like the fine detailing told them, and we basically didn't have to pay that month free back. So we ended up paying only 2 months, but we could have easily had to pay 3. So my advice for rent is just, I don't know, give it to somebody who can try to find a way around it. We were trying to get a relocation for Xander's work since he works from home, and then there's a home office here in North Carolina, but that didn't work because in Florida that's not a thing. I don't know, that's something that you have to take into consideration in terms of finances, but yeah, it was rough. It kind of looks like our house is under construction, like we're building walls. Because when you paint white, it looks so bad at first, but I'm actually doing a second coat here and look at the difference. This is gonna be what the wall ends up being like. I'm gonna finish this wall here. This is definitely gonna take me longer than one day. I thought I could do it in one day. I actually ran out of the gallon paint, so I need to get more, but it's looking pretty good. It's definitely an arm workout. I'm like right when I started, I felt it. What rooms am I most excited to renovate? Probably the sunroom, just because you guys know me, I love a view. And that's like the one place that has like all the windows. I'm used to just so many windows, so having these little small nooks is definitely different. So I'm excited to do the sunroom. And the kitchen. The kitchen is gonna be like so expensive, and I feel like it'll be such like a giant project that might not be done for a while.
Whoa! Can I open a window? It'll help it dry, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what if a fucking squirrel comes in?
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'd rather not.
That would be funny.
No thanks.
This looks great.
I'm answering questions as I paint. So do you want to answer one with me? A lot of people are asking me about the down payment. Should we say the price?
No.
Okay. I tried, guys. I am such an oversharer, but now I have to realize I have people that are affected when I overshare. Like I used to just say whatever I wanted on my YouTube channel, but now it's like I'm affecting other people's lives.
I used to get my news from Renee's vlogs. What's going on in my life? Oh.
Okay, let's see here. They had asked me what my favorite room was that I'm excited to decorate, and I said the sunroom. What's yours? Probably
Sunroom.
Really? Over the rec room?
That room, you know, potentially a place to eat dinner. It's also where we'll come in and out from the pool. It's also a great spot to sit and have coffee in the morning. So many things you can do with that room.
Question of the day. Have you gotten your leaf blower yet?
No, I'm not gonna get a leaf blower this year. And don't get me one for Christmas either.
Really? We have a lot of neighbors that offered their leaf blower. So we have a leaf blower at Access, but Z refuses to use
I've had
it.
4 offers. One guy even said, I'll come over and drive my mower over it. You don't even have to do anything. No, I'm gonna rake these things.
That'll be such a cool story though to tell. When we first moved in, Daddy raked the whole entire yard with just a $20 rake. Yeah, look at the difference even just in terms of light and dark. Like when you see this, it makes the space look so dark and outdated, and then just look right here. Looks newer. I did the trim around the door, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to replace the doors like later because I'm not painting those doors. And then that will get
hardware on the door.
Well, no, because the doors, I was thinking the same thing, but the doors are really like old. But these and the gold is just not.
No, the gold's probably not for us.
No, it's definitely not.
Especially the gold that's now more brown.
We have officially run out of paint, so I have to go to Home Depot. But I did the finer details like along the edges here with the final paint that I have, just with a paintbrush. So I'm gonna go run to Home Depot and get probably like 3 more gallons. So I'm gonna paint the whole house this color, so we'll probably need a surplus of white paint. All right, to Home Depot. All right, we've got 3 gallons this time. I think that should be enough, hopefully. And I've had a much better experience. The paint guy was amazing. He was super kind, helpful, nice. That guy yesterday, I was like, it's so weird to meet people here that aren't friendly because they're just so sweet. So when someone is unfriendly, like you definitely notice. I don't think he was from North Carolina. Look what we have here. Oh, somebody's helping him blow the lawn. That's super sweet. Helping him out. Oh, Z. They've been watching him rake these leaves and they're like, he needs some help. Hey, buddy. You're so sweet. I think now would be such a good time to start this. I bought an advent calendar, I think in like October. And one of you guys were saying it's not the same during Vlogmas without an advent calendar. And I thought I'm gonna light one of these that I found on Etsy. Let's see what we have. There's only 15 or 12, which is perfect. So this is the first one, technically day number 1, but we're starting today. This is coconut soy wax coastal. Petals and seashells, and it smells like the beach. It smells like my mom's house. Details that are taking me forever, like just lining up the top, doing 2 coats, but it's looking pretty white, I must say. I think I'll get this half of, it's not even half, it's probably like a third of the room done. This is actually gonna take me longer than I thought. I was originally gonna paint the whole house and then decorate and everything, but I'm thinking right now I'm gonna take it one room at a time and finalize a room, just because it'll be boring painting the whole house for 6 months. Like, I feel like actually doing a whole room and doing every part of it would be so much more fun. That's what I'm thinking. I'm getting bored of painting. Do you want to open up these windows? Do you have a second? I would love to get these blinds out. Tebow can. Do you want to help? Yeah! Good job. So we're gonna try to take these blinds down, but we're running into a problem. So the blinds are stuck in there and we can't take them down because we have this thing in the front, which looks, I would say, kind of like glued on here. So the blinds are stuck. So I think Z's gonna hammer them down, but the problem is I've only got my hammer from my dorm room.
This hammer?
Yeah. Does that work for you?
Yeah, it's an extension of my fist.
First of all, look at these windows open. Isn't this, like, why would you hide this view?
Some initial like force going through it this way, like I'm lifting up and away like that. This inner wood piece is screwed into the wall right here.
Oh, there you go. Oh. Well done, Z.
How many more do I have? 1, 2.
All of
That's
those.
a big one. 3.
Now you just need to take down that screw.
Yeah, and this is a special star screw.
We've got all these here. So which one of these do we need? I think this one might work. Looks like a clean fit.
That was easy.
Yay!
Cool.
Got one down.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dine. Oh, 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 serves this up her mind to count your blessings, cause it's telling fast, put you down and leave you dead, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they coming for you.
Okay. Our sunroom is open. It feels like an actual sunroom now. Now I feel like we have to fix these doors. I'm gonna take all these out with the screws, but does anyone know, I guess, can we paint over this? Let me know. Room is looking pretty, I mean, I was gonna say good, but this side of the room does. Like, this looks not that bad. But you see the doors, how we need to replace them? I'm not repainting those, but you see how they're like way yellow? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to repaint the trim up here as well once we're done, because that's a totally different color and it does not look as white as it should. I'm done for the day. I'm exhausted. This is our first official demo day. So we did a hammer, we like took things down, which is nice, and I got a lot of stuff done. I honestly thought I was gonna be able to do the whole room. Joke's on me. I'm probably gonna try to do some more painting when Bryson goes down, but Nanny just left. It's my time with Bryson, so I'm gonna adios. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.